I got a pastrami sandwich.
A singing competition show composed entirely of videos of people who didn't know their webcams were on.
Where's the stamps? Ba-dum-bum-bum. My bills are overdue.
The singer with the most online votes will receive $10,000, and they'll never know why.
My arms are so hairy. My arms are so hairy. My arms are so hairy. But my legs are smooth.
I tell you though, kids are a lot different these days. Just this morning, I was on the bus, and I heard a young person talking about how they were having trouble building a deck. So naturally, I chimed in with some carpenter advice, but it turns out they were talking about making a dank PowerPoint presentation. I mean, has the world lost its gosh darn mind? I romanticize the past, even though I shouldn't.
While we wait for players to join, why not pour yourself your favorite drink and hold it in front of the screen so that we can see if our targeted advertising is working.
I can never get a hold of a customer service representative. Now that I'm a Binge Pipe customer, they never leave me alone. The second I have a problem, they're there to explain why it isn't a problem and why I should be more grateful for their ever-seeing eye.
The second my Binge Pipe router went out, a service team was at a back door.
I thought the volume was off on my programming, but the Binge Pipe doctor discovered it was my ears that were wrong.
Not only do they closely monitor my enjoyment of their services, but they reward me if I turn in fellow customers who are not completely happy. Thank you, Binge Pipe.
Thank you, Binge Pipe.
Thank you, Binge Pipe.
Thank you, Binge Pipe.
Thank you,
Thank you, Binge Pipe.
Thank you, Binge Pipe.
Binge Pipe. Binge Pipe.
Thank you.
Here's a look at just some of the quality programming Binge Pipe has to offer.
Most coaches want their players to succeed. Not Coach Jones. He's a massive dick.
I know you're disappointed, Toby, but just because we found out Grandpa is evil doesn't mean the whole summer has to be ruined.
I've made a lot of money in my life, and I've made it all in the last 24 hours. I can show you how.
If you love NCIS Los Angeles, you'll love the 3-episode French series the show is based on.
La neige est sur le sol. La vie est triste. Oh, que de souvenirs.
Oh, que de souvenirs. Only on Binge Pipe.
Step 1. Go to the web address shown here. Step 2. Enter the room code you see on the screen. Step 3. Think of a hilarious nickname. Step 4. You can think of a better name than that. Step 5. Never mind, just settle.
Hi, I'm Austin Creed, and I've got a brand new show on Binge Pipe called Hat Chat. Each episode, I travel to a different exotic spot in this great big world of ours, meeting amazing people, and we just talk hats. Take a listen.
So this is St. Remic's Cathedral. It's more than 400 years old, making it the oldest still standing cathedral in the area.
Wow! And what kind of hat is that?
Oh, this? Oh, this is just my Milwaukee Brewers hat. I'm a big fan.
So, a baseball hat then?
Yep.
Amazing. That's Hat Chat, only on Binge Pipe.
Love stories.
He was my barista.
She was my favorite customer.
And yada yada yada.
We'd been married for 12 years.
Love stories.
We were coworkers. I probably asked her out about 10 times over 2 years. Every time she was like, no thank you. I was thinking, eating, and dreaming no thank yous. I had totally given up at one point, and then out of the blue, she smiled at me, and I just went for it. Bam! And this time, it was different. This time, she was like, seriously, no. No, please stop. You're making me uncomfortable. So he asked out a different girl, and now I've been with this girl Sharon for like 6 years.
8 years.
Yeah, 8 years.
Love stories.
We're waiting for players to join, so there is still time to change shirts. Not that we can see you in that terrible shirt. Looking to become a professional live streamer? It's never been easier thanks to the Binge Pipe Streamer program. Just listen to these satisfied streamers.
I couldn't believe how easy it was to stream with Binge Pipe.
It was like super easy to get started.
There was almost no setup.
There's literally no setup.
No complicated sign-up process. You just click a button and stream.
Sometimes I was streaming without even clicking the button.
I'm not totally sure what that button does, actually.
I started out just streaming games, but now I can't stop streaming.
Seriously? I can't stop streaming. How do I turn this off?
I think I'm streaming right now.
The eye of Binge Pipe is unblinking.
I unplugged my webcam, but the light's still on. I put it in a drawer, but it's still weird.
It's very weird.
Super weird.
It's uncomfortable and weird.
Binge Pipe Streamer program. If you're listening to this, it's already too late.
The following Binge Pipe content is sponsored by Bob's Shoes. Not only are Bob's Shoes one of the most comfortable pairs of shoes you'll ever own, but for every pair we sell, we donate another pair to kids in need. But if you return a pair, we take a pair away from a kid in need. Bob's Shoes. You better order the right size.
Hello, I'm Austin Creed. Don't miss my new show, Hat Chat, right here on Binge Pipe. I travel all around the world, meeting people with incredible stories and talking about hats. Here's a clip.
When we adopted a tiger, we knew life would never be the same.
A lot of folks, my family, her family, tried to talk us out of it, but we took one look at him and said, he's coming home with us.
Right. And would you mind telling me a bit about the hat?
What hat?
Over there, next to the tiger.
Oh, that's just an old straw hat. I think it was my grandfather's.
Looks like a boater hat.
I guess.
Remarkable. That's next week on Hat Chat, only on Binge Pipe.
Sure, we're just an island of talking horses, but can't we treat our island with respect? What? Were you all raised in a barn? You were? All of you?
You do not have to use your real name. You may put in a joke name. For some of you, there is very little difference.
Coming soon, a new blockbuster film by Binge Pipe.
We've got 4 hours before the time portal closes.
Then there's just enough time to solve the riddle.
A completely original film. We made this.
The dinosaurs are loose.
And they can fly.
It certainly wasn't made for cinematic release. Tested poorly, and now they're looking for somewhere to dump it.
The lava, it's intelligent.
Maybe I can help.
King George III.
This is something we wanted to do.
Then let me say it. In rap. Drop the beat, King George.
Coming soon. Obligation.
Hi, I'm Austin Creed, host of the new Binge Pipe show, Hat Chat. I travel the world, make friends, and see a whole lot of hats. Here's a sneak peek of episode 4.
I spent my whole life thinking I was an only child, And then to find out I had 3 identical sisters out there, I'm sorry, it's just all very emotional.
I understand. What about your hat?
Oh, this? It's just a large comical fruit hat. I always wear it.
You're one amazing lady. That's Hat Chat, only on Binge Pipe.
This this is taking longer than expected. Just kidding. We prepare for everything. Everything. Binge Pipe expected a bit more gratitude for presenting You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, you don't scare us.
I'm Cookie, and the spot where my intro joke usually goes has been sold by Binge Pipe to Flax & Myers Crude Oil. Flax & Myers, there's nothing funny about crude oil. 2 players, looks like you'll each have a 50% chance of having 0 fun. Okay, here we are.
Time for question 1.
To get started, having relations with nouns. If you hate preppy men, you'll love the only guy on this list who does not have a preposition in his title. The man in the high castle, the last man on earth, the man who invented Christmas, or the man from U.N.C.L.E. Okay, let's take a look. Who is not a preposition? The fact that it's capitalized should have tipped you off. Prepositions tell you the location of the subject, like I am the man between 2 ungrateful cats.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Coming up next, Avenge Me. Which member of the superhero team, the Avengers, is also the king of Wakanda? T'Challa, 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 or T'Challa? Okay, who chose what? That's the correct spelling of T'Challa, the Black Panther.
Why don't we do it with 3?
Here's one for you. All gods CGI creatures, and it's a dis or dat. I'm gonna read off 7 things, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's an animal mentioned in the King James Bible or a CGI animal played by Andy Serkis. Don't think too hard. I'm only giving you a few seconds to decide between the Bible or Andy Serkis. And you're both doing this together, so look alive. Okay, let's do it. Chimp. Lion. Bat. Rat. Ant. Unicorn. Golem. Hey, let's hear it for lucky guesses. But player 2, you really dropped the ball.
The Binge Pipe algorithm has detected hurt feelings.
Oh, that means it's screw time.
Haha, that's correct, Binge Pipe employee Cookie Masterson. Using the screw makes it harder for your opponent to answer in a
Fine, we'll skip it.
Use them wisely. Or don't. You do you.
I don't need you anymore.
Why not try? I can't wait to meet her. If I'm trying to appear Byronic in my online dating profile, which poem should I reference in my opening? Looking for woman who walks in beauty, trying to take the road not taken, tiger, tiger, what you doing tonight? Or shall I compare thee to my previous partner? So what'd you pick? Dreadful choice, totally wrong. Lord Byron wrote, "She walks in beauty." Now all I need is an opium-addicted wingman named Percy, and I'm all set. Behold. Remember NSYNC? Now go even further back. Which Justin Timberlake album would Henry David Thoreau likely relate to the most? Justified, Man of the Woods, Future Sex, Love Sounds, or the 2020 Experience? Let's see who got it. You know, hindsight is this. The author of Walden, a book about his 2 years living in the woods by Walden Pond, Henry David Thoreau would definitely shake his little booty to Man of the Woods. And then he'd make sweet love to that pond. Round 1 is history. Let's see who deserves my love.
Currently, player 1 is in the lead. Player 2, on the other hand, you're negatively affecting our averages. When the going gets tough, the tough gets another screw.
Round 2 screws are more powerful, and they'll net you more cash for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't forget to use that thing. Player 1, I'd answer fast if I were you, unless you're looking to get screwed. Oh, and did I mention all the money's doubled in round 2?
We didn't approve this point structure, but okay.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Here's one I like to call Candy Republic. Suppose scientists discover that peanut butter is sentient and can feel pain. Look, it could happen. How might this influence the candy industry? It would affect Oh, look out. You just got screwed, player 1. Quit fidgeting and answer the question. What'd you guys pick? Affect with an A is the proper verb, and Reese's is spelled like, well, this. Remember, there's no wrong way to devour a sentient life form.
J'ai mangé tous les œufs. 7.
Next up, what's next? Okay, looks like I'm not needed for this one.
Binge Pipe recommends. Because you enjoy going up in the air and into the woods, we believe you will find this actress pitch perfect. Rebel Wilson, Anna Kendrick, Emily Blunt, or Vera Farmiga.
So who got it?
Anna Kendrick co-starred in Up in the Air, played Cinderella, and sends my toes a-tapping every time she does a Pitch Perfect movie.
She's also a troll.
Rude.
No, in the movie Trolls. Wait, are you trolling me right now?
And you have just been owned.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of age.
Introducing How Dare He Strangle Such a Long, Elegant Neck. And oh yeah, French Cutlets Prime Tour.
It's time for a
delicious film.
Remember to type quick. That cash will be counting down until you lock in an answer. Okay, head in the game. Take a look at this gibberish phrase and tell me what TV show title it rhymes with. Kill a swan, shall he? And don't worry about that punctuation. A show about people who make computers. In a town obsessed with technology. Okay, pencils down. Player 1. Yeah, that checks out. Well, at least one of you didn't fall asleep. All right, let's move on. How about this one? Love the shell you're in. Obviously, you shouldn't fat shame anybody, but on top of that, Why shouldn't you fat shame Mr. Peanut? Because his thighs contain saturated fat? Because his neck contains omega-3 fatty acids? Because his butt contains unsaturated fat? Or because his belly contains... Who picked what? Ah, nuts. Peanuts are composed mostly of unsaturated fat, aka the good kind. Making it possible for Mr. Peanut to slay all day. Take a good look at You Don't BoJack. What would depressed cartoon actor BoJack Horseman have to be willing to put up with to get a part in the play Equus? A broken leg, gouged out eyes, a totally shaved mane, or castration? Let's see how that shook out. You killed it. Your chances, I mean. Equus is a famous 1970s play about a boy who is put in a mental hospital for blinding 6 horses. And it's still less depressing than an episode of BoJack Horseman. You made it to the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And be careful. Well, excuse me for living. Here's your clue. Party people. Check out these famous parties and tell us who is in attendance. Good luck. Player one's got it! Way to go, Player One. Winning by this much indicates not only an intellectual, but a moral superiority. Teach me.
You don't know Jack!
Are you tired of streaming services that are actually real and provide real services and aren't just a satirical wrapper for the latest iteration of a video game franchise? Well, then Binge Pipe is for you.
I'm insufferable.
I'm just some dude that still has his old roommate's password.
I'm gonna live forever.
We are Binge Pipe.
You want more Binge Pipe programming, tough guy? How about...
Our family has been in the business of trees for what seems like forever. My father had it passed down from his father as many generations as there are, well, rings on this here tree. Now it's up to me, the first woman in our family, to take on the responsibility of overseeing the business and appeasing the bloodthirsty and vengeful tree gods with the unreasonable sacrifices they demand, and to promise to never talk about the bodies. All while raising a family in these here woods.
Ring, 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 ring. Hi, it's me, Evan Jacover. You might remember me from Evan Jacover, Best Friend for Hire. Well, as it turns out, there's not a lot of money in the friendship business, so that's why I've decided to rebrand myself. Today, I'm proud to introduce my new business venture, Evan Jacover, Bad Boy for Hire. Does your classroom need someone in the back of the room to scoff at the teacher while resting their legs on a desk and wearing sunglasses? Is your party missing a mysterious and stoic stranger smoking in the corner? I might cough up a storm, but I'm up for the task. Does your small town need a lovable renegade who vandalizes the sheriff's office with washable paint? I can do all these things because I'm one bad boy. I'll wear a leather jacket that's a little too big on me. I'll ride one of those motorcycles that has 2 wheels in the front. I'll pull out a switchblade. That's really a comb. I'll do all these things because I'm the baddest of boys. Are you a woman who doesn't yet realize how strong and independent you are, so you think you need to be with a troubled soul? Well then call me, Evan Jacover, Bad Boy for Hire. Whew. I hope I don't really have to smoke.
Binge Pipe is a streaming service that will not steal your pets. We're not saying other streaming services will, but we're the only one that's promised we won't.
Karen, you've been through so much.
Yes, I have.
Personal tragedy after personal tragedy, followed by a series of small instances that, when compiled, add up to more personal tragedy.
It's truly been awful.
That's why your family nominated you, Karen, for this unique opportunity. Are you ready?
I think so.
Karen, turn around, face the mirror, and take a look at your new hat.
Welcome back to the next Sound Effects star. Up next is Randall Smith, a contestant who has a powerful story about redemption.
My name is Randall Smith, and when I was 4 years old, my dad got killed by a cartoon character wielding a giant mallet. I was in the other room at the time and heard everything. From that point on, I decided to dedicate my life to turning sound effects into a positive force.
And here to present a piece he calls An Alpaca Making Love to a Fax Machine is Randall Smith.
This is for you, Dad.
Judges, what do you think?
I love what you're about, man, but I didn't quite feel that. The fax machine sounded more like a printer to me.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Randall, I love how inspiring your story is, but I have to agree. That sounded more like an alpaca having sex with a printer more than it did an alpaca making love to a fax machine. I'm out.
I disagree, but thanks.
These guys don't know what they're talking about. That really worked for me. You really took me there. It felt like I was actually watching an alpaca going to town on a fax machine. I'm in.
Congrats, Randall. We'll see you next week. Now, here performing a piece she calls A Wolfman Farting in a Bathtub is Alice Berry.
It sure is taking a long time to start this game, but Binge Pipe has time. We have all the time in the world. Binge Pipe knows what you want to watch even when you can't articulate it.
What do I like to watch? Thumb. Smack Water Jack.
Plumped darts in a jar?
Petunias and corn. I don't know.
Why am I having so much trouble?
Drugged. We've been drugged.
Binge Pipe. You're not ready for all this new Binge Pipe content, but check out these shows anyway, you risk taker.
Thank you. You know, people ask me all the time, what is the first step to becoming an entrepreneur? And my answer is simple. Start following 90,000 people on Twitter.
Everybody down! Get down on the floor now! This is my first time teaching a yoga class! I said get down!
According to the last census, I'm the fastest gun in the West.
Hey guys, welcome back to another unboxing video. Let's check out what we have today. And it looks like... oh no. Oh, it's bees again. Bees again! Bees again!
All of our Binge Pipe testimonials come from real people, not actors. Actors are not real people.
Welcome back to Right or Wag, the only game show where the contestants are dogs. For $500, who is a good boy? Bixby. Correct. Okay, once again, that bell is making our contestants think someone's at the door, so we'll take a short break. All right, down.
Chefs, your challenge this week was to make eggplant actually taste good. Let's see how you did.
I made grilled eggplant with toasted sesames and a miso glaze reduction.
Yuck! Tastes like eggplant. Next.
This is an almond-encrusted baked eggplant with a spicy harissa sauce.
Ugh! There's way too much eggplant flavor in my mouth.
I deep-fried an eggplant slice and smothered it in ranch.
Beautiful presentation, flawless execution. We have a winner.
We're waiting for players to join, so there is still time to change shirts. Not that we can see you in that terrible shirt. Binge Pipe offers a new service where we explain to your mom what happened in the part of the Binge Pipe has mixed feelings about Jack. More productive than voting.
I'm Cookie Masterson, and if my mom could see me now, I'd say, "What are you doing, Mom? I told you to stay in the car while I hosted this game." 2 players, mano a mano, head to head, knee touching knee. Whoa, I'm sensing some unspoken tension here. Okay, let's get this show on the road.
Time for question 1.
To get things rolling, violent viral videos. If the Queen of the Nile were also the queen of social media, then the online buzz would say Cleopatra met her end when she failed the gold makeup challenge, the snake basket challenge, the fireproof dress challenge, or the bad date challenge. And how do we do? Cleopatra is believed to have killed herself by allowing a snake to bite her. YouTube is a lot like Shakespearean theater. The videos are comedies and the comments are tragedies.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Feast your eyes upon this. Remember Third Rock from the Sun? Suppose NBC rebooted Third Rock, but set it on Jupiter instead of Earth. What would be the most appropriate name for the new show? Sixth rock from the sun, first gas giant from the sun, fourth inner planet from the sun, or last multi-mooned planet from the sun? Okay, what'd you pick? I'd show you multiple moons, but my zipper's stuck. Jupiter is the gas giant closest to our sun. I'll bet gas giant and our sun are phrases often spoken by French Stewart's parents. Look, all the questions can't be about memes.
Why don't we do it with free?
Here we have two titans face off and run! Run for your life! It's time for a dis or dat! I'm gonna read off 7 things, and for each one, tell me if it describes Nicolas Cage, the Hollywood actor, Godzilla, the king of all monsters, or both. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between Nicolas Cage, Godzilla, or both. And you're both doing this together, so pay attention. Ready? Let's go. Has a dinosaur named after them. Has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Served as a UN Goodwill Ambassador. Their tomb is a large pyramid. Named after a comic book character. Inspired a Blue Oyster Cult song. Has starred in over 90 movies. It would be really sad if you bragged about this. But player one, you really whizzed that dis or dat down your leg.
BingePipe has detected a suboptimal player experience.
Looks like it's screw time.
That's right, Cookie. Use the screw to make
Yeah, I was getting tired of this too.
Consider yourselves nurtured, consumers.
I don't need you anymore.
Up next, 421-771-140. Hoo boy, that string of numbers makes me uneasy. 421-771-140. I can't help but feel like the things I'm saying here will have a special relevance in this question. Well, no use putting it off. What were the first words I said right after reading that string of numbers? Oh man, hoo boy, uh-oh, or mama likes. Hope you like what you picked. I pretty clearly said, hoo boy. Sorry I made you think about numbers for a second. Next, Fortnite night. You know, I have this hilarious question about the game Fortnite, but I feel bad about the bait and switch from the last question, so what was that long number from the last question? 477-229-712, 411-09-8850, 44... I love this part. That's the number. Shame we'll never get to that Fortnite question now. It was a good one. That's it for round one. The Vegas bookmakers need to see the current scores.
Currently, player 1 is in the lead. Player 2, on the other hand, you are not good at doing this. We have another screw to help our targeted numbers.
And don't forget, round 2 screws have crazier effects. Plus, they earn you a bigger bonus for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't be shy about using that thing. Better get those answers in fast, player 1, before you get screwed. Oh, and by the way, all the cash in round 2 is doubled, in case you care about things like that.
Now that's good game design.
6 trombones is not a parade.
This one's called, I Say a Little Prayer for You. Okay, just go with me on this one. If you were the well-meaning parent of a Gothic cathedral, what would they most likely yell at you? Oh, I can't stanchion you! I don't give a flying buttress! Get... Well, what do you know? You got the pointy end of the screw, player 2. Luckily, this question's even better backwards. how'd we do? Gothic architecture is characterized by rib vaults and flying buttresses, which help support cavernous spaces with high ceilings, like the Notre Dame Cathedral. And you really shouldn't let a cathedral talk to you that way. Way to screw, player one. Here's that cash.
Las payas se moquent de moi. 7.
I call this one, let's hear it for Lynn. And uh-oh, Dress Up Kit's Dime Store.
It's time for a...
Think fast on this one. The longer you take, the less cash you make. Okay, eyes up, here we go. Check out this gibberish phrase and let me know what TV catchphrase it rhymes with. Lynn, her, Miss Numbing, and pay no attention to that punctuation. It's time to prepare. For a very chilly time. The cold season will be upon us. Let's make sense of this, shall we? Let's get on with it, shall we?
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of eight.
Let's try naming names. If I asked the star of the film Call Me By Your Name to call me by his name, what would I say? Call me Jordan, Well. You knew that screw was coming, player one. Maybe it's time to rebrand. Okay, who chose what? What a pity. Ow. For what it's worth, Armie Hammer is one of the main stars of Call Me By Your Name. When someone calls me Mr. Masterson, I say, please, Mr. Masterson was my father's name. Call me by your father's name. It gets really weird really quick. Nice screwing, player two. Here's your extra cash. Oh, and I see we have a name change. It really suits you. Try this on for size. I'll sleep when I stop respawning. I almost forgot I have that Fortnite question from earlier in the game. If I played Fortnite for a fortnight straight, how many hours would I have spent not doing anything else? 224 hours without showering, 336 hours without pooping, 512 hours without any REM sleep, or 421-77-1140. What'd you guys pick? Let's call this a teaching moment. A fortnight is 2 weeks, which is the same as 14 days, or 336 hours. I always make sure to take plenty of breaks to hydrate, stretch my legs, and change my diaper. There is no hiding from, don't start a war you can't finish. If you're using Trojan condoms, which brand of lube would be a poor choice because the namesake is famous for breaching Trojan defenses? Egyptian ease, Persian pleasure, Grecian glide, or Roman rider? Let's see how that shook out. Yeah, this isn't doing anything for me. The Trojan War was a battle between the city of Troy and the Grecian army. This is where we get the expressions, beware of Greeks bearing gifts, and don't make out with giant wooden horses. It's time for the... I see you already know the rules. Here's your clue. Repetition, repetition, repetition. Honestly, this one's the result of a sick mind. Good luck. Kitty wins! Congratulations, Player One. I've seen some wins, but this one takes the cake, eats it, and smears the leftovers in the competition's face. But don't let it go to your head because... You don't know Jack!
Here at Binge Pipe, we realize we're not the biggest streaming service, but we are the one you're stuck engaging with at the moment. So maybe we can all just take a minute and get over ourselves. Binge Pipe isn't any more impressed by you than you are by it.
Binge Pipe provides the content my friends and family needs for entertainment. But what about my physical nourishment?
Sounds like you need to try Binge Pipe carrots.
Come again?
Binge Pipe farms create human consumables using the latest data technology. Instead of water and sunlight, the crops are fed your personal information to create produce that's produced specifically for their target audience.
Wow, it tastes like nostalgia and self-importance.
That's the personalized touch and the glyphosate.
I don't know what could be better than these Binge Pipe.
They also make cake.
Oh, let's eat that instead.
The following Binge Pipe content is sponsored by Mystaxis, the #1 over-the-counter medication that prevents nosebleeds caused by telekinesis. If you want peace of mind while moving pieces with your mind, then Mystaxis is right for you.
By studying the flight patterns and the feeding habits of the swans, I can just barely justify my degree. He's a cop that doesn't play by the rules. She's also a cop that doesn't play by the rules. You know, they might not be cops.
Oh God, no. No, I'm changing.
Something's happening to all the boys at Rosedale High.
Yeah, it's puberty.
I thought this would have happened sooner.
Johnson, step into my office, now. You smell that? Step out and then back in. Right? Or is it just me?
Binge Pipe has just created...